Melrose.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm Marty Meyer.
Marty
Nice to
Meyer.
meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
I was wondering, would you be able to hold this for me? It's a
Yes.
sales tactic we use here.
Sure thing. It looks awesome.
Yeah. You know, Carter, we have this thing called silly putty tickets. Remember silly putty? You could shape it, you could mold it, you could stretch it. Well, we can shape and mold our tickets to your specific needs to help you increase your sales. For instance, how many local salespeople do you have here in the office?
We have, we just hired one. We have 10 now.
10? That's a
Yep.
great size to have. For those 10 salespeople, how many accounts does each one of those have?
You know, if they don't have 6, we're worried. So
Yeah.
it's around 6.
6?
You know?
Nice. And what is considered an important account to you here at the company?
And what size? Let's say $10,000.
$10,000? That's a great size to have. How important is new business to your salespeople?
New business is always important to any business, I'd say. The biggest thing about our business in particular is I spend a lot of time retaining business rather than getting new business.
Awesome. Do you have a strict plan that is designed to get new business every month?
See, like I said before, it's like I would love to have a plan for this, but it's hard to plan for both retaining and getting new business.
Yeah, of course. I totally understand. It's always tough to get salespeople to focus on new business. By using our silly putty tickets, you can have them focus on new business and you can keep track, Carter. For example, the first step to have each salesperson identify in writing to you which new prospects is key to them. That wouldn't be difficult, would it?
That sounds easy enough for sure.
Awesome. Most of my clients have told me the key to building new business and from new prospects is for the salesperson to develop a good relationship with them, usually through constant contact. A lot of times, to build that relationship, salespeople will use out-of-the-office activities such as golf or lunch. Some of my clients have told me the problem with golf is that some people are just not good golfers. You know, you get out there, you get out of the golf course. I mean, who's really good at golf nowadays? I mean, and if they are good, one of them's good, one of you guys is bad, and it's just completely awkward. And when it comes to lunch, Carter, do you even remember what you ate for lunch today?
I could not tell you.
I know, it's just not effective. However, by using our silly putty tickets, you can get them to build these relationships and focus on new business. And you, Carter, can keep track. Here's how it works. The salesperson calls the prospect who has been working for a little while. He says, how about joining me for a Chicago Bears game next week? I've got the president's suite. This is not a situation of the salesperson just giving away the seats. It's the salesperson inviting the prospect to go with them. Now, the salesperson has the chance to do some real out-of-the-office bonding. Remember, he wants to develop a relationship through going to the game, not just giving the tickets away. How effective do you think 2 to 3 hours at one of our Chicago Bears games would be to building a relationship?
Well, I don't necessarily understand what you mean by that question.
How do you mean, Carter?
It just, there is, maybe there's a little confusion on my end. How has other companies done through, what have they thought when you've brought this to them?
No, I could show you some numbers from a sale I made last month. Here's the numbers that they are projecting right now just from these silly putty tickets. How does that look?
Those are great numbers. I'd love to see how you could produce these.
Yeah, I understand that. What could be better than taking a prospect to a game if you, as the president or maybe your sales manager, can go as well? Would you be willing to do that occasionally for the right account?
If it triggered some of these numbers, maybe.
Yes, of course. Would it be asking too much of your salespeople to spend maybe just one time a month with a key prospect at one of our Chicago Bears games?
I don't think that'd be too much. I mean, it'd definitely be something.
Yeah, of course. Our season is about 6 months long. If each of your salesperson just took one key prospect to one of our games once a month, each salesperson would bring 6 new prospects a season. Of those 6 prospects, Carter, how many do you think you would land a sale on?
Well, just using the numbers we have in the books, it's going to be around half. Maybe,
yeah, of course.
3, 4, something like that.
Let's take the bare minimum. If each salesperson converted just one prospect to become a new customer, that would be $10,000 for each salesperson. With 10 salespeople, that would be $100,000, Carter, in new business. How does that sound?
I mean, $100,000, yes, that'd be great.
Before I move on, do you see how I arrived at that number?
I do. I saw that. Yeah. That's it's good math. It's just we need to see how it works out for sure.
We've been talking about new business. We might also consider your existing clients. After all, your competitor may be out there trying to build the same relationship with your clients as you are right now. Would it be asking too much to have your salespeople also spend just one evening with an existing client a month?
I mean, if we're gonna do this, we'd probably have to do it right. So I suppose it wouldn't be too much.
Understandable. Yeah, of course. To give each salesperson one game a month to take out a prospect, you would need 10 games a month. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. You would need a similar amount to the games a month for the salespeople to take out current clients to the game. You would also need 10 games a month for that as well. You need a total of 20 games a month. With 20 games a month, I suggest you get around 4 season tickets for $20,000. You understand that?
Yeah, I understand that. I don't know though.
Just for $20,000, you are receiving $100,000 at the bare minimum of new business. Do you understand? How does that sound for you?
It sounds good, but I'd have to talk to my partner about it.
I understand that. I can understand you talking to your partner. When do you think you'll talk to your partner next?
Probably around, Thursday.
Having looked at this program and looked at new business potential, what would your recommendation to your partner be?
I would probably recommend it.
You would recommend it? Then let's get this done today.
I think he'd like it.
If we do it today, I'll give you the option to an opt-out clause. When you meet with your partner next, see what he thinks. He doesn't like the $100,000 in new revenue for a cost of $20,000. Then you call me and I'll cancel the deal.
I'm not sure. I really need to talk to him.
I understand that, Carter.
But, more than anything, it might cost too much for our company.
Well, I totally understand that. I can understand that. I think about that too. Money is it's very key. But just with $20,000, you are making $100,000 in return, Carter. That it can't get better than that, Carter.
Well, we've had a tough year and cut some budget, so I have to be smart on expenses.
I totally understand. Just for $20,000, you are receiving $100,000 at the bare minimum of new business. Do you understand? How does that sound for you?
It sounds good, but I'd have to talk to my partner about it.
I understand that. I can understand you talking to your partner. When do you think you'll talk to your partner next?
Probably around, Thursday.
Having looked at this program and looked at new business potential, what would your recommendation to your partner be?
I would probably recommend it.
You would recommend it? Then let's get this done today.
I think he'd like it.
If we do it today, I'll give you the option to an opt-out clause. When you meet with your partner next, see what he thinks. he doesn't like the $100,000 in new revenue for a cost of $20,000, then you call me and I'll cancel the deal.
I'm not sure. I really need to talk to him.
I understand that, Carter.
But, I mean, more than anything, it might cost too much for our company.
Well, I totally understand that. I can understand that. I think about that too. Money is it's very key. But just with $20,000, you are making $100,000 in return, Carter. That it can't get better than that, Carter.
Well, we've had a tough year and cut some budget, so I have to be smart on expenses.
I totally understand that, but I'm telling you right now, come next year, if you do our Silly Putty tickets and you make the investment of $20,000 and get a return of $100,000, you will not have to worry about money come next year.
Well, the last thing I have to say on it that is holding me back a little bit is that none of my my clients have been known to like football. So
how do you mean by that?
It's just most of the time we've sent out emails to our clients asking what the type of activity would be best for them, and sometimes they haven't really brought up sports. It's more been about company outings and stuff like that.
Of course, I totally understand. That makes sense to think about your clients. Let's really think about this though. This program really is designed to get new business. You said earlier that our games would be an effective place to build relationships, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, prospects might not be fans of our team, but most like to see the biggest stars in the league play. We just got Mitchell Trubisky, second pick overall. Like, everyone is hyped up about that.
Mm-hmm.
And these tickets are going to be very, very hard to find. Do you understand?
I do understand. I do.
Then let's make this sale, Carter. What do you say?
All right. Let's talk. Let's make the sale.
Let's do it.
All right.
Do you have a company card we can use, or?
I do have a company card, and you know what? I'm gonna go get that right now.
Awesome, Carter. It was great doing business with you.
Great doing business with you, Marty. Carter Melrose, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Marty Meyer.
Marty Meyer. Well, Marty, so I have, before I get started, I want you to hold this for me. And before I give it to you, I want to give you a little backstory. It is all of the players from last season signed this ball. Last season we made the playoffs, so the tickets are really a hot item this year.
Awesome.
So hold that ball for me. Thank you. So we have a little thing that we call Silly Putty tickets. Remember Silly Putty? You can shape it, mold it. Well, we can shape and mold your ticket specifications to increase your sales. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. So, for instance, how many local salespeople do you have?
We have 10 salespeople here in the office.
10. Okay. How many key accounts does each salesperson have?
For each salesperson, we have 5 key accounts.
5 key accounts. Okay. And what is the size of each of these important accounts?
I would say 5,000 is an important account to us.
Okay, interesting enough. How important is new business to your salespeople? I know new business is important, but for you guys?
New business is everything for us. It's what keeps the motor running.
Mm-hmm.
We started this company a while ago, and we just gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, that's perfect. Do you have a strict plan to, obtain this new business?
I wouldn't say we have a strict plan,
Mm-hmm.
but the salespeople get incentives on how much business they bring in, so they're always pushed to keep going and work harder.
Okay. Yeah, that's the perfect mindset for sure, Marty.
But I understand it's always tough to get salespeople to focus on new business. By using our silly putty tickets, you can get them to focus on new business, and you can keep track. For example, the first step is to have each salesperson identify in writing to you which new prospects are key to them. That wouldn't be too difficult, would it?
No, definitely not. That wouldn't be difficult at all.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Most of my clients have told me the key to building business from new prospects is for the salesperson to develop a good relationship with them, usually through constant contact a lot of times to build that relationship. Salespeople will use an out-of-the-office activity like golf or lunches. But let me tell you a little thing about golf or lunches, okay? If you can tell me what you had for lunch, I will gain more respect for going out to lunch with one of your business prospects. Can you tell me?
Not on the spot like that.
Okay, exactly. And golf, a lot of the times, people are not great at golf. It's expensive. There's a lot of downsides to it. However, by using our silly putty tickets, you can get them to build these relationships and focus on new business, and you can keep track. Here's how it works. The salesperson calls a prospect who has been working on for a little while. He says, "How about joining me for a Miami Dolphin game next week? I've got the president's seats." This is not a situation of the salesperson just giving away the tickets. It's the salesperson inviting the prospect to go with him. Now the salesperson has the chance to do some real out-of-the-office bonding. Remember, he wants to develop a relationship through constant contact. Giving away the ticket does not build that relationship. How effective do you think 2 to 3 hours at one of our Dolphin games would be for building a relationship?
I mean, I don't know, man. 2-3 hours is kind of lengthy.
You're exactly right. Look, I would love for you to look at how one of our clients has enjoyed success with our tickets. I actually have a past business venture right here.
Wow, these numbers are incredible.
I mean, that's normally what most of our clients find out is that with our help, you grow exponentially in sales. How would you be willing to do that occasionally for the right account?
Yeah. I mean, for the right account, if we're bringing in that big $5,000, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, exactly. If each salesperson converted just one prospect to become a new customer, that would be, let me do the math here. If that would be $5,000 of profit for each account, with that number in mind, and your 5 employees, that would be $25,000 of new profit per month. Do you see how I got to that number?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see one account. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. We've been talking about this new business. We might also want to consider your existing clients. After all, your competitor might be out there trying to build the same relationship with your clients. Would it be asking too much to have your salespeople also spend just one evening with an existing client as well?
That wouldn't be asking too much. I totally understand. We gotta keep our prospects.
Yeah, exactly. To give each salesperson one game a month to take out a prospect, you would also need 5 games a month. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yes. So you would need a similar amount of games per month for your salespeople to take existing customers to these games. You would also need 5 games per month. You need a total of 10 games per month. Now let's talk about which type of ticket would be best for you.
What type of ticket do you think would be best for me?
Well, the sky's the limit. We want to fit your ticket to what you can afford and what will make you the most profit, obviously. So, I mean, I think we should be able to get this done right now if you're ready.
I don't know. I gotta talk to my partner.
I can understand wanting to talk to your partner. When do you think you'll talk to him? You'll talk to him.
I mean, he'll be back in the office tomorrow, so I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Well, without talking to your partner, I think what without talking to your partner, what do you think he would say to something like this?
I mean, it seems pretty nice what you're saying here, Carter. So, I mean, I would obviously talk it up. So I think he'd be excited as well.
Yeah. Then why don't we do this? We have you would make $25,000 of profit per month, based on minus the amount for the tickets themselves. How would that sound?
I don't know. I usually just go through StubHub to get my tickets.
I can understand how easy it is to buy from StubHub. However, StubHub has some weaknesses for business. One being, you can't really plan in advance with a controlled new business strategy. You can't, and you also can't. You never know how much you'll spend for these tickets. And three, you also don't get access to the other featured benefits of being a ticket package buyer from the team. What is it really causing you to hesitate here?
I don't know. I just like to think about it.
I can understand that. I really can. If you took some time to think about it, maybe even thinking about it, walking on some beach, and you thought about the $25,000 in new sales and the, let's say around $5,000 that cost for these tickets, do you think you'd be inclined to do it?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. I mean, it does. Definitely does.
So, I mean, we've been talking a lot about this stuff, and I've given you all that. I've been very honest with you about all of the numbers, and I promise you that you will be making $20,000 in profit minus the tickets every.
Just like to think about it.
I can understand that. I really can. If you took some time to think about it, maybe even thinking about it, walking on some beach, and you thought about the $25,000 in new sales and the, let's say around $5,000 that cost for these tickets, do you think you'd be inclined to do it?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. I mean, it does. Definitely does.
So, I mean, we've been talking a lot about this stuff, and I've given you all that. I've been very honest with you about all of the numbers, and I promise you that you will be making $20,000 in profit minus the tickets every single month by taking out an existing client and a new client every single month. How does that sound? We can get it done right now.
You know what, Carter? You drive a big bargain, and you got my sale today.
That is perfect. How should we